Hey guys, welcome to another video blog. It's December. It's the greatest time of year. It's Christmas season. It's the holidays. However you're going to celebrate, I hope that you are as joyful and happy as I am because it's my favorite time of year. This month, we're going to be talking about the expert advantage when it comes to planning a vacation. So if you haven't yet, ring the notification bell, hit subscribe, and make sure you always watch to the end of the video for an amazing quote at the end of all of our vlogs. A vacation deserves more than a web search. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it loud. I'm going to keep saying it until everybody hears me. A web search, even a thorough one, is not enough for when you're investing and going on these amazing trips. The best trips are not just planned. They're personalized. You've heard me say it a million times, and it should always be personalized to exactly what you need in that season. We'll throw season in there. Season of life you're in with the person you're going with. You and your partner should have an amazing time on that specific trip for your specific relationship, for the reason you're going. At the end of the year, obviously, with the holiday season and how much I love it, I'm always thinking about gifts. The funny thing is, I actually don't love getting gifts, and I know everyone says that, but what I mean is, like, I actually had several times growing up where someone would give me a gift and I'm like, I didn't like it. Oh, thank you. And I'm sure we've all had that, but I actually really do love giving gifts, and I'm going to be talking about a kind of gift that you don't wrap, but the ones that make you feel seen. And that's what I mean by that when I had moments where I'm like, because I didn't feel seen. I didn't feel like the present was thought about for me. So when you're sitting there and you're like, someone actually notices, someone actually sees what I need and took the time to find something that made me feel seen, made that happen in my life. And those kind of gifts really are just completely different, really, from the ones when someone's actually thinking about themselves. They're thinking, I love this and I want them to love this, so therefore I'm going to get them this. No, they love this, so I'm going to get this for them. That is what I feel like travel planning should feel like. Those moments when it's like, oh, I had so much fun on this trip. I want them to go on this trip and have as much fun as I did. No. What trip do they need to go on that will make them feel seen in their relationship and will bring them joy and memories based on what they love? So this is why I don't think a web search is enough. And I'm going to explain. If you've ever searched for travel planning, like think best Disney trip tips, best Disney tips, or what to do in the Caribbean, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get, here's a drill, you're going to get 10 different blogs, all giving you the exact same 3 things in their style or their voice or their order of what they're going to give you. The same 3 pieces of advice, the same generic stuff. And really, you're probably even going to get some of that generic stuff watching my content, because I want to make sure that generic stuff is out there for people to have. And yeah, those type of things are great for a generic trip. Like, you don't really have a lot of preferences, something like that, or someone's just like, yeah, I just want to go down. But if you're actually going to invest back into your relationship and it's very important to you, heaven forbid it's a honeymoon or something like that, it's not generic. It's yours. It's special. It should be about what you guys need the most. It should really honor that, and it shouldn't be a generic web search answer. And it definitely shouldn't be someone else's vacation of what they think you need. It should be what you want. I talk about personalization all the time. This is why I don't plan ever a standard vacation. I don't have a generic Disney template or cruise template that I'm going to send someone on. I plan your vacation. There was a couple that I sent on a cruise, and they generically told me in our consult call that they loved anything with a motor. That's what I was told. Cars, motorcycles, boats, anything that goes fast and has an engine. So there was a pretty well-known tour at one of their ports that I could have sent them on, and that a lot of people would have said, don't miss out on this when you go to this port. But I found them an excursion where they got to drive 4x4s off-road. There was personal speedboats that they got to drive, and it was right up their adventure motors. It was right up their alley, and it was one of the things that they just absolutely loved. They said it was the best cruise they'd been on. They'd been on a few, and it just didn't hit that us side for them. And that in and of itself is why I refuse to plan a standard vacation. I don't take a template, I make it yours. And here's really where having an expert makes all the difference. It isn't something that you should just take that generic web search and be like, well, I hope we can make this work. I hope this is kind of gonna, hopefully we can make it something special once we get there. We should set it up ahead of time, and that's where that expert advantage kind of comes in. When you work with a travel professional, you're going to have someone who already has the industry knowledge and the relationships in that industry to open doors that you can't from a generic web search, even from calling customer service, you can't. And a lot of times it's stuff that you can't find online with just a generic web search. You're also gonna have someone who is going to put your safety as the priority. With my background in first response, I have this tendency to think 2 steps ahead to the worst case scenario. That doesn't mean I think you should thrive on your trip constantly thinking about the worst case scenario, but I do think you should have a plan in place so that way if the worst happens or something bad happens, you are set up for success as far as getting home and being safe. The other thing is having those personalized itineraries that are digital, that can keep everything in one place so you're not scrambling. I've had several times this year where I had different clients who were like, it was so nice not to have to look through 10 different emails trying to find that one thing. It was all in one place because of our digital itinerary and knowing we could go there. How about the support side of an expert? That's what I mean by you can jump on the generic customer service line and be on there for hours, or you can have someone who's doing those calls for you before, during, and after the trip, is not leaving you alone. And especially if something changes, whether that's on your side or on the supplier's end or weather, you have someone who is there in the moment with you, who's your personal advocate for your entire trip. So here's a truth that's for the end of the year. Never let someone tell you it's just a trip, especially if it's something that you have been dreaming of doing. It's special, it's yours, it's your energy, your memories, your relationship, your life. And it is more than just a trip. And it deserves its own personalization and deserves more than cookie cutter tips from strangers on the internet. Even the tips that I might give you, those are going to be generic. They're going to be great. Hopefully it helps you learn something. But where the difference comes in is, do you have someone who's trying to expertly handle your trip in a way that is going to make those memories that are going to echo for years to come, that are really going to make them about you? When I am helping book vacations, trips, travel, it's not just about the booking. I use that word interchangeably sometimes, but really it's about the relationship. It's someone who's taking that extra time to put you as the priority. Personalized experience where you feel seen, supported, heard. It's a gift that someone is thinking about what you want, not what they think is the best thing. And you're able to then enjoy that gift stress-free with your anticipation through the roof, enjoying every second of it. I have a quote for this month, and it really is awesome because the next movie is coming out and I'm so excited. And it's from Avatar, and the new one's coming out. I love Avatar. I absolutely love the Avatar movies. It is the highest grossing film of all time. And it's I See You. It's the simple phrase that they say over and over on the movie. It has lots of underlying meaning behind it in the movie. And I love that for what I love to do for my clients, which is I see you. I see you for who you are and what matters to you. That's what I love and that's what I do. And as this year is rounding out, I hope that you make some more memories and are getting excited with anticipation for the ones that you'll make in the new year. Make sure that they're personalized. Make sure that they are important in your schedule and your time. Make them a priority. And tonight is when the movie comes out, so I'm gonna go see it. I hope you guys have a great holiday season, a great new year. May the magic be with you. I will see you next month.